I love the new year. Not necessarily because of the fireworks or the noise or the midnight countdown, but mostly because it feels like a hard reset, a second chance, a repeating second chance. The past few years, I've learned the value of a clean slate. Sure, change can start whenever, but the new year is a time of hope, and I like that. I buckle up and make sure I'm prepared every time. Here's how I prepared for 2023. A physical calendar, a cute bunny planner, a pen, more pens, a separate journal, make sure it's lined, hair dye, optional. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm Bern. Today we'll talk about how I planned for 2023. Happy New Year everyone. First things first, I got a physical calendar for myself for the first time, I think, ever. I never get a calendar for myself. We only have a calendar for the entire house. But this year, I decided to get a cute calendar from Project Lemons. I got it from Pascomicat, which was really, really cool. It's a pretty classic Filipino-looking calendar with the blues and the reds, but very, very cute. That's the vibe I wanted to go for, and I got it. So I'm glad I found that in Pascomicat. I wanted to get a physical calendar for myself because I want to see my entire month physically and concretely. It's just been easier to keep track of the days with a calendar in my room. And the next thing I got was a cute bunny planner. It's from the Rain Journal on Shopee, but the binder is from Grease Market. I don't know how to read it. I got the planner from Rain Journal loose, so you pick your own binder for it, where you put it. It was hard to find like a cute planner that I really wanted for myself, but then I found this rabbit planner, and I've always been compared to rabbits since I was young because I had big teeth as a child. My face grew into it, obviously. So now it's proportioned, but that will stick with me forever. And also, I'm Year of the Rabbit, so it's just like significant to me in general. And it's also Year of the Rabbit this year. And lastly, my boyfriend does call me Bunny, so it just all came together. It was perfect. So why did I get a planner? I was never a planner girl when I was in high school because really I was just winging it. But in college, I couldn't do that. There were too many things to do and too many readings to read. My planner is for my plans. It's to keep my to-dos in place. It's to plot out my entire week. It's to make my unorganized brain more organized. In my planner, there's the personal data page. There's the mini calendar, which shows the entire year. And then there's the page for important dates for each month. And then there's also a yearly planner page. And then there's a vision board. And then there's just the month. So for January, there's this cute illustration. And then there's this page for monthly goals. So this January, which is perfect for me. I used to use my journal for that, which I hated because my journal and planner are separate things. There's the January month overview, and then the weekly one where you just put your plans for the week. The pens here are actually for color coding my plans. So I have separate colors for my main work, my TikTok account, my YouTube account, my podcast, and personal things I want to do, and other projects that I might get into. Oh, I also have like a habit tracker for each month, so that's pretty cool. I got that for free. I didn't order a habit tracker. Next thing I needed to prepare for 2023 is my lined journal. Emphasis on lined. So I also got this from Grease Market. It's lined simply to keep my writing in check. I use my journal now to reflect on the day that has passed. That's been the case for most of my journals. It is separate from my planner. I don't use this to plan my days at all. And I also find that it's a good way to keep track of my emotions and triggers without lashing out on anyone, or at least minimize that tendency. Let's see. Basically, this journal is just per month, and then I just truly jot down my thoughts every day. That's most of it. But The first few pages of this journal is special because I dedicate these first pages for the new year that's coming. We have the front page, which is just 2023 journal. There's also a quote from Astropoets, which is a Twitter account about astrology. This is their message for Geminis this year. 2022 has left you wanting things, and 2023 will give them to you on a blue and gold porcelain platter. So I hope that's real. And then next, I have a letter to myself, just so I can read it by the end of the year to compare where I was in the beginning of 2023 and the end of 2023. This is like on a pink paper that's pasted on here because I wrote this January 1 and my journal didn't arrive until January 4, so I had to write it on a different piece of paper. Now let's get into my 2023 theme and my resolutions and goals, just because it's fun. I listened to this podcast called Happier. They said that it's helpful if you choose one word to help you navigate through the year. Basically, the theme for the year. And for 2023, my word is make. And under that, it says art and things happen. Make art is really just be more creative. Make things happen is just me telling myself to just do the things you want to do, and maybe you'll get where you want to be. We'll see where the wind takes me this year. I'll share to you my 5 2023 goals. First is write and make art. Second is hit 30,000 on TikTok and make more content. Third is move more because I am getting old and I need to exercise so that my bones and joints don't fall apart. Fourth is invest in myself, just buy things to make my life easier and make my life happier. And then lastly is make time to do my workbook. I will not share to you my suspicions about like my mental health and stuff, but I will tell you that I am a very emotional person. I experience emotions very intensely, and other people say that that's a good thing, but if I'm being frank, it's hard most of the time. I've been trying to do this workbook. If you're curious what workbook it is, I'll put it here. So I have a digital copy of this and I just try to review it just to see if it will help me manage my emotions. Those are my goals for 2023. I hope at least a few of them are achieved by the end of the year. I also have media goals for the year. I want to watch 52 movies. I want to read 20 books. I want to watch 10 series because I've been falling behind on shows, so my goal is very low. And then play 6 video games. I'm not very good at video games. I'm very slow. And one of the games I'm planning to play this year, and I've started to play it, is Hades. And that's gonna take a while. So let's set the bar low again for that one. And then I just have like a 2023 game plan, which is how to achieve my goals for the year. And then I have a 2023 bucket list, which I will not get into because that's too much to share. My last New Year page is the tarot spread for 2023. I don't do tarot seriously. I am not a good reader for other people. I just read for myself. I find that it is a helpful guide or compass at least. I'm not gonna read to you my spread because that's too personal. And then just my entries for the day. So yeah, that's it for my line journal. And then lastly, hair dye. You know what that means. I just colored my hair before the New Year's because who am I if I don't change my hair every few months, truly. I couldn't enter the New Year with the same hair, so my hair is orange. Let's see what else I'll do to my hair this year. Is that foreshadowing? We'll see. I want to be closer for the last shot. Okay. I think that is it for this video. I just wanted to end this by thanking everyone who is watching this. If you're an old viewer or like if you've already been subscribed since last year, thank you so much for spending the last year with me. And for the new ones who just watched this one, thank you for taking the time to watch this. I really enjoyed making content the past year, even if I was inconsistent and even if my channel only hit 1K subscribers last year, despite doing this for like 7 or 8 years. Until next time, which hopefully means next week or next week. See ya!